Beats Planet.
Yo, let me turn my levels up. What's happening, folks? It's Voch Lombardi here with another Voch Lombardi live podcast and all that. We good? Can y'all see me? There we go. Let me close down OBS. Hey, y'all see me? Y'all see me on the outside right here in the corners. Y'all see me? I got the situations because. Hey man, this thing getting bigger and bigger every day, man. That intro. Hey man, I love my intro, dog. Shouts out to my man, Mr. Mills, dog. He threw together my intro for me, man. It's my theme song or whatnot. Anyway, it's Voch Lombardi representing Voch Fella Records. We're gonna have my man Said Fresh call in. He's gonna be joining me on this podcast. He's a long time podcast partner of mine, but He's never done one of these live situations with me. There you go, right there. He's never done one of these live situations with me, so we're gonna get him on the phone real soon. Before I do that, though, just want to let y'all know I'm answering questions in my comment section. Comment section, where we at? Diggy, Kareem, my man Ali from Sweden. We lit. Jay Murr. That's from last week. My man Terrence, what's happening, man? You know what I'm saying? So I'll be looking in my comment section. If you want to comment and stay on the Facebook situation, comment in the group, Voch Lombardi, Lombardi's Draft Talk. I'm gonna hit you up there. Taking questions on Twitter. And for my international folks, salute to Ali, because this was your idea. All right. For my international folks, if y'all worried about y'all long distance situation, hit me up on Snapchat and I'll bring y'all right in on the Snapchat situation. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go to my phone situation. Okay. I'm going to click right there. And Sadie Fresh, what's happening, man?
What's happening, pimpin'?
My dude. All right, y'all. Says on the phone, but if y'all want to call in, y'all can feel free to call in as well, because we lit. And that's how our phone situation work now. The number is it's in the description. I don't know if I need to put it on the screen. If I need to put the number on the screen, let me know. I'm going to copy and paste it into the comment section. Okay, so if y'all want to call in, ask me and say a question, you know, we just talking draft today. At some point we're gonna get into some other things, not in this video, but in another one. We're gonna talk some UFC. We're gonna talk current events, Daredevil, Batman vs Superman, all that type of stuff. Swaggy P getting so much support now, more support he's ever gotten in his life. That's a whole nother podcast. But for now, we're gonna talk a little bit of draft. What's happening, Say? What's good with you, bro?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling out today, bro.
It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left him, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Yeah,
we gonna jump right into this, bro. So I'm asking this for everybody. I'm gonna give my reason. I'm asking Sed. I'm asking the comment section, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Twitter. I'm asking everybody. What do y'all love about the draft? Okay. And I was just riding around in my truck earlier, cooling like I do. I was riding around early, and I got a real detailed, kind of crazy, not so cosmetic idea of the draft and how I look at it. Said, I want you to go first, because when I give my idea, y'all gonna be like, that's interesting. But Said, I want you to, Timberland quotes. Oh yeah, they've been a long time. Okay, cool. Said, go first, bro. What do you love about the draft, man?
Well, because everybody love to say it's the world's greatest reality show, man. You don't know what's gonna happen. There's so many twists and turns and ohs.
Yeah.
So it's just not only that, the drama of it all, man. You don't know who's gonna mess up. You're gonna be like, why they do that? Who's doing this? Who's trading up? Why they give up that pick? You know what I'm saying? It's so much cause and effect that happens in the draft, and you gotta love the dumb picks, man.
Yeah.
You look at the dumb picks, and the exciting picks. Like last year, the exciting pick was Todd Gurley to the Rams, and everybody just screamed because we didn't think he was gonna go that high. up. It's all of that into one.
I'll tell you what about the dumb picks, man, and we can always count on Cleveland for giving us one. And in in recent memory, they kind of give us two. You know what I'm saying? What I like about it is how my team's set up or whatever. We'll get a first round pick, and if you make a bad pick, that's just one extra person I like that could fall to me. You know what I'm saying? Like when who was this text me? Okay, cool. Like when Cleveland drafted who was that? Justin Gilbert. And we was like,
Mm-hmm.
We was like, okay, cool. Do your thing. And then they came back into the draft and they drafted Manziel. And you're looking back on it, if it wasn't for Manziel, a lot of people's second round would look different. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta salute those teams that make dumb decisions. In the comment section, Diggy say the unpredictability. See who's falling. Jay Murr. Murr. He say building dynasties. That's absolutely right, man. It's all about storylines, right? This is my whole thing about the draft, right? My whole thing about the draft. I got two big reasons. One is I'm this huge customization guy. Like, I'm a huge fan of customization, okay? But I'm gonna get into that later. But the first reason why I love the draft is because we follow these guys from high school almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember this Jadeveon Clowney conversation. You know what I mean? Like I remember we were talking about, okay, he's the best prospect in high school. Okay, he's going to South Carolina. Damn, Michigan hit. You know what I'm saying? He's going first overall to the Texans. You know what I mean? Like that, following that path. You know what I'm saying? Following guys like that. If you balls deep into it like that, it's interesting, man. It's fun to keep up with these guys, right? But my main reason for loving the draft, though, bro, is the customization side of it, right? And no matter what type of person you are, everybody's a fan of customization. Say you're a car dude, right? Say you're a car dude, and you go, man, I got some extra money in my pocket, boo, boo, boo. Should I buy some rims or should I buy a sound system? Well, I live in the ghetto, and I know they like rims out there, man. I know the hood rats like rims, you know what I'm saying? So instead of doing this, instead of getting the sound system with this select amount of money I got, I'm going to get these rims so I can build my car as a product. You know what I'm saying? Say you look at it from say you're a nerd, right? I'm a nerd. Say you look at it from a nerd, right? The draft is like an RPG. You know what I'm saying? Like, you upgrading your character, and your team is your character, right? I'm like, man, I'm kind of lacking in the wide receiver department. If I'm going to win this boss battle, I need to upgrade that, right? So now you have this allocated. You have this given amount of points, right? I'm not an English major. You have this given amount of points to upgrade stats. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look.
It makes sense. I love the RPG analogy.
It's that deep to me, bro. So if I'm like, man, my Cowboys are this, and we lacking here, in order for us to be a better character, a better Skyrim character, right? You know what I mean? And then all this with like schemes and player fits and all that. You can't be a dual weapon character shooting bows and arrows. You know what I mean? Everything got to kind of work together, like a good gumbo almost. You know what I mean? That's what's fascinating. Yeah. That's what's fascinating about the draft. I'm about to go to Snapchat real fast. Said, I don't know if you can hear this, but tell me while you on the phone if you can hear this. But I know I got a Snapchat from Ali. I just saw it. Here we go. And Ali, we show y'all Ali showing the flames, showing that we lit. Anyway, but yeah, I said that's my whole thing about the draft, man. Ali agrees with me, man. He loves that comparison. That's how it is, bro. Customization. And I'm a Cowboys fan, bro. And what we looking to customize, like, man, my linebacker core can be this. Boy, the backup quarterback situation is whatever. But man, my defensive backfield can be this. You know what I mean? That's what I love about the draft. If I can go back to the comment section. The Madden offseason better than the actual games. I feel you. Hey, man. Some people like that. Say it, ain't you? That's like that?
That's actually true.
Ain't you like that? aren't you more of an offseason guy than you are? Well, you love the Vikings, but you love the offseason though. You love moving pieces around, right?
Of course I do, man. I mean, before I was a full-fledged football fan, I followed the draft. I followed the off season. I wanted to see who was going to go where. And then, but when I finally planted my flag into a team, got emotionally invested, it made it so much better. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the game, but the off season just makes it so much better.
Oh man, it's so much drama. Look, I mean, because it's kind of fun. Like you hate it, but it's kind of fun that moment when you sitting on the couch and you want Aaron Donald and three teams in front of you want Aaron Donald. You be like, man, just don't pick Aaron Donald. Just don't pick Aaron Donald. And they pick him, and you got a few select cuss words for him. You go, okay, damn, don't pick Ryan Shazier. Damn it, don't pick Ryan Shazier. I'm talking as a Cowboys fan now. Don't pick Ryan Shazier. And it happens, right? It's so tense. It's hard to explain for those that don't have teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a football fan, that's cool, but you got to be a fan of a team to love the draft, man. You know, we're a strange.
I'm proud the day we drafted Teddy Bridgewater. I'll never forget that day.
Let me say this, y'all. Said loves to, send me texts. Like, he's my friend in real life. He loves to send me texts and go, Voch, Teddy Bridgewater. He is real. Remember that name, Teddy Bridgewater, right? And we'll go through a couple of years of Teddy Bridgewater process. And closer to draft time, said will be like, yo, Voch, I think we drafted Teddy Bridgewater. And I'll be like, whatever. Y'all ain't drafting Teddy Bridgewater. He had a horrible pro day. Y'all not drafting Teddy Bridgewater. But Said's fandom is so strong. It's a big, huge beam of light. He called this. I'm giving him props on the air right now. He said, Voch, we may not go Teddy Bridgewater at 6. What was it, 6 that year? Or was it 8?
It was 8.
It was like 8. Yeah, bro, we not drafting Teddy Bridgewater at 8. But Teddy Bridgewater going to be a goddamn Viking. He said it. And, Lord, they traded back into the second round, and oh, my God. Talk about ecstatic. And that's the kind of drama that you get, man. That's what you get from the draft. It's just this overwhelming joy I can't understand. Every year, no matter what happened to your team, you always got a chance to draft except the Browns. You always got a chance in the draft except the Browns. Bro, let me tell you something. There's this dude in my comment section on YouTube somewhere. Not now, but it was on one of them other videos. He was like, bruh, get off the Browns. And I was like, tell the Browns to get off the Browns. Tell them do better. Like,
yeah, exactly. They tell the Browns to get off the Browns.
Get out of here. I was mad for the Texans. You was mad that the Texans didn't get Bridgewater? Jay Murray, let me know what you're talking about. Oh, man. But that's all you got to say, Said. Matter of fact, let's get into this right here. In 2016, how do you want to upgrade your character? How do you want to build your football team right now? Where are you lacking that you could use some upgrades? The Vikings. I'm going to let you go.
Okay, in terms of the Vikings, right now, all eyes are on wide receiver because we kind of upgraded the offensive line this offseason with the addition of Alex Boone, and we got Andre Smith from the Bengals, and we're getting Phil Lodeho back at right tackle. So with all those additions, and we're moving Brandon Fusco back to right guard, where he was more successful at left guard, all eyes on wide receiver. We lost Mike Wallace. Stephen Diggs is pretty good.
Yo, Said, hold on, time out. Said, let me pause you real fast. I want everybody to Google. Okay, go to Google, right, and type in the word rhombus. Okay, it's an angle. Let me get the correct spelling for you. RHOMBUS. It's kind of like a square, but the two sides are like slanted and a straight line right there. Okay, but it's like a crooked square. That shape is what Jadarius's hairline looks like. All right, Said, go ahead.
Damn. Okay, but all eyes on wide receiver. We need a possession receiver. We got two pretty good speed receivers in Diggs and Jarius Wright, but Cordero Patterson just ain't panning out, so we need a wide receiver.
Hey, man, I feel you,
and
bro.
Secondary could definitely use some help.
Okay. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the point that I was trying to get to, dog. It's draft season just makes me so excited, man. It's like you know the bad thing about draft season. It's like while draft season's going on, we like, oh shit, draft season, off season. But as soon as the season starts, like soon as opening day starts, we like, man, I wonder who getting Fournette. Like I wonder where Myles Garrett going. You know what I'm saying? Like we immediately get excited about the next season. You know what I mean? The next draft season. And Hey man, it's a beautiful thing. Let me jump back to my notes real quick. Jadarius, you my dude. We live, fam. You my dude. But you're gonna have to quit starting with me, doc.
Didn't do that. I look like a rhombus.
Hey man, you gonna have to leave me alone. Sarah, let me ask you this, man. What's all this nonsense about Jalen Ramsey going number one? Do you buy into that?
I buy into it a little bit. As the draft gets closer and closer, you're going to hear a whole lot more wilder picks. Mm-hmm. It's like picking for the March Madness tournament. You got to pick that upset. You got to make stupid picks to justify the rest of what you plan on doing for the rest of the bracket. But when draft day gets here, all that smoke screens, as we call them, and everything kind of calm down, and we use common sense again, because regardless, I don't know how to explain it. It's like closer and closer we get, the dumber we get, but the more sensible we get.
Right.
So we're gonna get a lot of stupid stuff. Like I saw the Paxton Lynch picking the Browns.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's the Browns. I mean, I could see it. I would laugh if they did it, but
hey, bro, Browns
no,
going Brown.
They're not gonna do that.
Browns going Brown, dog. We never know. You know what the Browns do?
That's true, but
everybody in the comment section. Hold on,
Jalen Ramsey and Laramie Tunsil are the only two logical picks you can make. It depends on where they want to go, but I can see them going Jalen Ramsey, but Sensei Laramie Tunsil right now.
Everybody in my comment section, real fast. I want everybody to dream up or just to type out your dream. How can the Browns mess this up scenario? That's what I want everybody to do. And mine right now is I think the Browns trade up to the first overall pick. Like they give up picks to move up one spot and draft Joey Bosa. That'll be the ultimate Brown move. You know what I mean?
I don't walk out.
Hey, look, I don't see it happening.
If that happens,
I don't see it happening, but I'm just hold on. Yo, Voch, what do you think? Damn, Yo, Voch, what you think about the 49ers possibly trading up to the Titans and jump in front of the Browns for Wentz?
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. I mean, I think if you're the 49ers, you like, let me say this, and this is a pretty good segue, by the way. Nobody trades up anymore. I like they trade up, but I don't see people doing King's ransoms anymore, right? I think Washington and Robert Griffin kind of messed that up for everybody. You know what I mean? Thanks, Washington. But like trade ups are gonna happen, trade ups and trade backs, like people gonna pull for space. But I don't see nobody pulling like a Julio Jones Atlanta type of deal no more, like jumping from 22 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Just jumping a whole bunch of spots like that, because the way these drafts set up these days, if you let the board come to you, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like just let it come to you. So if you San Francisco and you want to jump in front of Cleveland to get Wentz, you could just keep your picks and Goff might fall to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
You know,
so
you
gotta let the cards fall where they may.
Right. So you don't wanna put all your eggs in one basket. Watch this. It's the bad part. Talking about jumping in front of the Browns, you may waste all your picks, and the Browns still might not even draft a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
That'll be like that.
That'll be so Browns.
I won't do that though.
But bro, I'm not buying the whole. Yes, y'all. I know it's not a run, but I'm trying to talk and Google and run OBS at the same time. Jadarius, you leave me alone so I can run my damn show. Groupie, shit. What was I saying? I'm not buying this whole Jalen Ramsey #1 deal. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like. There's going to be this new trend in the league. It's coming. I promise you, it's coming. Okay, I feel like somebody's going to wise up and say, "Hey, why not get 2 tackles?" Because everybody else builds their defense around getting 2 edge rushers. You know what I mean? So why not get 2 tackles? I've seen a lot of people disagree with me. Shouts out to Dom in the Facebook group. Me and him ain't agreed yet. We don't argue, but we ain't agreed on nothing yet. He's not a fan of drafting Laramie Tunsil because he's like Taylor One is a top 10 tackle already. My whole point of view is, well, let's just get 2 top 10 tackles. You know what I'm saying? Because when you playing against teams like Kansas City, you playing against Denver, you playing against teams like Jacksonville now, Oakland, they're all gonna have 2 good pass rushers. And JJ Watt play on the left side. You know what I mean? So you can never have too many tackles. And I just think Laramie Tunsil would help your team immediately a lot more than Jalen Ramsey would. What you think about that?
No, I completely agree because you can see the improvement, the upgrade immediately over somebody like Jalen Ramsey. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a fan of Jalen Ramsey going number 1 overall, but it wouldn't make that much of an impact immediately because the Tennessee Titans got a problem protecting Marcus Mariota. So, yeah, when you got Lawan and you got Tunsil, that's a pretty good line to start with. So I would have to see. And then you, Jeremiah Patasi, I think that's his name, Putasi.
Yeah.
His big behind can go at guard.
Yeah.
And you still got Chance Warmack. So that offensive line would get tremendously better with 1 pick. That secondary is not going to get tremendously better with Jalen Ramsey, but I get it.
I mean, I get it, but I'll tell you this too. We've seen what happens to DeMarco Murray when he goes from this to that. And if you're going to invest time and money in DeMarco Murray, you might want to help both of those guys out. Let me hop into the comments real fast. I'm not a fan of trading up. Me neither. Wait a minute. Yeah, I agree. I just heard this analyst talk about that today. Stop watching TV, y'all. Hey, for the people in the comment section, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, listen to me. Stop watching TV for your draft information. Go to the internet, and be careful with that. But go to the internet, like watch some film, make your own analysis. Look like guys like Dane Brugler, they cool. Just like scouts. Follow these scouts and beat writers on Twitter. Look out for them. They give you good information. But when you go on damn NFL Network AM and LeVar Arrington and what's his face that look like DL Hughley, they give you they mock draft and they say something and they say, because you know who I'm talking about, and they say some they say some dumb shit. They don't go to them, man. These people, not only do they get paid to be personalities or just have opinions, but they have people to come in and be like, all right, bro, so this is what's going on. Carson Wentz had a good pro day. Just say he had a good pro day. You can talk about him and Jared Goff, being a toss-up or whatever. Just talk about this, talk about that. And they'll rehearse their lines, and they'll get in front of the camera, and they'll talk about what they were told to talk about. You know what I mean? Don't follow television. Follow me. I ain't bragging right now, but follow me. And this is why I say follow me. Okay? Because when you watch my videos, right, say we're talking about the Joey Bosa video, okay? And my comments in that video are hysterical, okay? You watch my Joey Bosa video, I'll tell you exactly what he's doing wrong. Not only will I tell you what he's doing wrong, but when you look at the screen, me and you can see together what he's doing wrong or what he's doing right. Then after you get that information, you draw your own conclusion, you work on your own boards. You know what I mean? Don't listen to television when they say Joey Bosa still could possibly be the first pick in this draft. Joey Bosa could be an outside linebacker. He could. No, he can the fuck not. I try not to drop no F-bombs in this. I try not to drop no F-bombs, but I get mad when they say Joey Bosa's good in space. This is how you know draft media is real. And I know we did an entire episode on draft media, and I don't want to keep rekindling that flame, right? Watch this. In my opinion, I think Miles Jack is the best player in this draft, okay? Why do you feel that way, Voch? Well, because the only thing you can say bad about him is his injury, okay? And modern medicine gonna fix that, so don't even trip, you know what I mean? But if you want to talk about athleticism, you want to talk about coverage ability, coming down, banging with offensive linemen, not running away from them, sideline to sideline speed. I can give you that, right? I can ramble off why I think Miles Jack is the best player in this draft. If you ask somebody on TV to say, hey man, why do you think Joey Bosa is the best player in this draft? They're gonna say some shit like this. Well, the thing about Joey Bosa, that's how they're gonna start off. The thing about Joey Bosa, he's not the most athletic. He's this, he's that. Outstanding in the run game. Da 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 da. He's not the most quick twitch fiber. Look, bro, if you gotta say all that, he's not your best player. If you got all these variables, he's not your best player. You see what I'm saying? He's not the best player if he got all of this. Well, if you put him in a team, in a system, and he can probably play the 3-tech a little bit, damn it, no. And I ain't yelling at you, Q's Nation 32. Is that Juice? Yeah, that's Juice. Look, dog, Juice, I'm not screaming at you. I'm just telling everybody in general. Stop dealing with the TV, dog. These people don't know what they're talking about. Let me run to my Snapchat real fast. Said, you got something you want to say about the draft media real quick?
Man, they get paid, like you said, they get paid to say this stuff. Their personalities, they're just like reality TV stars. There's no truth in what they say, man. It's to get views. It's to cause a problem amongst people.
Yeah.
They
want drama. They want drama. They want to build tension because draft these days ain't like draft back then. Draft back then probably didn't even come on TV, and it was all just one round. They ran all that shit together. Now we got 3 days of draft in prime time television and shit. This what they want to do. This what draft day people like to do. They're gonna talk up Paxton Lynch, okay? They're gonna say, "Hey man, Paxton Lynch, hey man, there's no consensus for top quarterback. Paxton Lynch could be the number 1 guy today, right? And when it comes to pick number 14 and Paxton Lynch still in the damn green room, and they're gonna zoom in on Paxton Lynch's face and they go, I'm surprised Paxton Lynch fell this far. It's drama, it's reality TV, y'all. I love all parts of the draft, but just don't let it fool you, okay? I love the drama. I love when they gonna zoom in on Joey Bosa's face at the number 6 pick and he's still in the green room. I'ma love that, right? But don't be naive enough to just fall for the shit. You know what I mean? Let me run the Snapchat real fast. Whew. Hey man, I can do this. Bosa can play. My man Ali said Bosa can play 3-4 linebacker, and he could be a nickel corner, and he could be a punt returner. And he has this really sarcastic thumbs up face. Hey man, that's what they gonna do, bro. They gonna hype these players up. And Terrence Knighton just went to the Patriots. We're gonna talk about that later. Damn, New England. Shit. We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, man. But Tyler Weaver, facts. Yeah. FMV videos. What up, bro? What up, bro? There are too many good players, even in the 3rd and 4th rounds, to give up a King's ransom to move up. I agree. Voch, what up, homie? Chiefs Nation, what up, Doc? My homeboy, Zach Meyer, what up? Said, I'm gonna let you answer this question. Do you think Carl Joseph would be a good fit for the Panthers at the end of the first?
Yes, I do.
Wait a minute, time out. Wait a minute.
I mean, that secondary kind of old.
Wait a minute, time out. My bad, pardon me, y'all. That wasn't Juice question. That was pardon me. Let me go back. I just saw it. It was somebody else's question. It was Jay Murr's question. He was asking, do you see Carl Joseph going in the first round? So yeah, said answer that question.
No, I don't see him going in the first round.
I don't either.
I mean, stranger things has happened. The middle of the second round or the early second, I can see that because is he cleared now? Like, how's his injury going?
I think he's all right. He's he should be good to go. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I would have to see. You know, we got to see his movement and everything, but the tape says he's a good player. I mean, I like him. I just don't like him ahead of guys like Darian Thompson.
That's the big thing.
Von Bell.
That's the big thing. Jay Murr saying, what's stopping Carl Joseph from being a first-round pick? I mean, you have this incredibly deep defensive line class and this pretty good top half wide receiver class and these quarterbacks, and you got 4 offensive linemen, potentially 5. We're not saying Carl Joseph isn't a good player. It's just that he may not go first round because there are so many options to go with. You know what I'm saying? It just may not go that way. I don't mean Mike Mayock. No, I like Mayock. Mayock breathes football. Now he may say shit I don't agree with. You know, he got Willie Beaver in the top 5, and I ain't buying that at all. But
No, sir.
but you know, hey, but yeah, fuck NFL AM. I agree. But them chicks be bad. They do. They be bad on that, bro. But they don't know football neither. They're just reporters. They don't like football. They doing what Erin Andrews did, dog. Erin Andrews, she did ESPN for a lit just to move on to be a journalist on somewhere else. So for a lot of these women, man, ESPN, NFL Network, it's just a platform. You see, Carrie Champion ain't doing First Take no more. Sure. Get that damn promotion. That's why I fuck with your videos. Hey man, we gotta keep it real, Ty. You know what I mean? We gotta keep it real. Because if I say all this fake shit, you might as well watch ESPN for that. Shit, we gotta give you the real. Would Jack be better than Jalen Smith if Jalen was healthy? I'm gonna let.
That's debatable.
It's very debatable. Like, I think, like, if Miles Jack is right here, Jalen Smith is like right here. And the only reason I like Jack over Jalen is because I like how Jack works within the trenches against offensive linemen, and that shows me that he can play inside. He can play Sam Backer. With that being said, I think Jalen Smith can cover better than Miles, and I think Jalen Smith would be a better will linebacker than Miles.
Exactly.
Than Miles. But Miles can play everything up in there. That's my opinion. What you think, Sid? Because you a Jalen guy.
Correct. I'm a Jalen guy.
Yeah.
And mainly because of the Vikings' needs. I mean, we need a will linebacker with Chad Greenway, possibly in his last year. But I love Jack. Don't get me wrong. It's just what I want in a linebacker at this point. I don't need a strong side linebacker because I got Anthony Barr. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't draft Miles Jack because he can play all 3 linebacker positions.
Yeah.
But in terms of what I'm looking for in a linebacker right now, Jalen Smith is perfect for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. They're doing the same thing with Bosa that they did with Manziel. Can I just pause the podcast and say, shouts out to Brazil? What I'm gonna do? What up, Jorge? Brandon Jorge. Yeah, man, they're doing the same thing. Bosa and Manziel, the same deal. Same deal. Like, bro, they was trying to hype Manziel up so bad he could go number 1. Sammy Watkins could go number 1. And we was looking at the TV like, yeah, Jadeveon probably not going nothing else but number 1. Like, Jadeveon probably will go number 1. Okay. Let it go. It's just that Joey Bosa is a very marketable name, and they're not gonna say Joey Bosa is gonna fall out of the top 10. They're not gonna say that. Let's see. If Jalen was healthy, I would put him against Miles Jack. Hey, that's up to you. Why do people think Joey Bosa can play outside linebacker in a 3-4? Go ahead, Sid. That's really bothersome. It is bothersome. Go ahead, Sid. Answer that.
Well, it is bothersome. I mean, because everybody wants to. If you play a defensive line in 4-3, they just theoretically think you can stand up in a 3-4. No, not all the time. I mean, yeah. Joey Bosa, he's long, he's a big guy, but mainly you need those as pass rushers. In a 3-4, I would still put him at that inside defensive end position, but he's not. Your pass rusher needs to be an outside linebacker, and Joey Bosa is not a pass rusher. Joey Bosa is what we say an elite run stopper. That's all. I mean, no, I wouldn't put Joey Bosa at outside linebacker. It's just not smart. You lose pass rushing, and
yeah, I feel you, bro. What I think it is is that in recent memory or whatnot, it's just that every top pass rush prospect that comes out, it just seems like the right thing to put them, just to put outside linebacker on they card as well. Like, it's defensive end, outside linebacker. When truthfully, I talk a lot of shit about Joey Bosa. If Joey Bosa was a full-time 3-tech, I love the dude. I love Joey Bosa as a full-time 3-tech because, like, he's not fast for the outside, but Joey damn fast for the inside. He quick for the inside. And those hands, hey, man, you put a little bit of weight on him. I love Joey Bosa at 3-tech. I love Joey Bosa at 3-4 defensive end. 4-3 defensive end, left end to be particular. Not gonna be able to do it. Nope. He's not even the best pass
I
rusher.
agree.
He ain't the best pass rusher. It's like 5 people that rush better than Joey Bosa. Noah
That's
Spence.
very true.
Noah Spence draft. Okay, look, Noah Spence, Kevin Dodd. Would you say Shaq Lawson pass rush is better than Joey Bosa?
They kind of would,
They
but
kind of
I'd
wouldn't
get an
would.
edge to Shaq Lawson.
I would definitely get an egg to Shaq. Freaking Leonard Floyd destroys Joey Bosa in pass rush. Who else? Man, look, there's a lot of guys that can out pass rush Joey Bosa. Joey's not a great outside linebacker, so I don't even want to go there. Let me say this, guys. I had this conversation with Killer Trav. What up, Killer Trav? He might not be in the comment section, but I know he'll be watching at some point. And me and him had a conversation about racial player comparisons, right? And people think that because I say if I compare Joey Bosa to somebody, I'll say like Chris Long or something. They were like, oh, because he's a white defensive end? Well, yes and no. Okay. Yes, because he does play exactly like Chris Long. Okay. I'm not being racist. It's just that white defensive ends play the same, right? If you look at Chris Long, if you look at Kyle Van Bosch, if you look at Jared Allen, like their production may be different, but they all have the same play style. Say, you a Vikings fan. Jared Allen got one move, and that thing worked. It worked. And that's Joey's move, right? Joey's move is to be stronger than you. That's Kyle Van Bosch's move. We don't see Chris Long bending the edge and he gets to a mesh point and transitioning into a spin move to take the inside. We don't see that from freaking Joey Bosa. We don't see it from Van Bosch. We don't see it from Kyle Long. They're the same guy. Peyton Hillis and Mike Allstott, they're the same dude. Wes Welker, Danny Amendola. What's the kid play for the Patriots now? The big dude, not the big dude, but the main wide receiver, not Amendola, but the other white kid.
Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman, they're the same dude. It's not racism. It just is what it is, bro. I mean, you know, it just, bro, just some dude accused me of being a racist because Justin Smith is a fair comparison. Edelman, thank y'all. Some people said I was racist because I compared Joey Bosa to white defensive ends. Well, they all play alike. Forget y'all.
That's hysterical.
Mason Lyon said, talk about Reggie Ragland next. Well,
what is to say that hasn't been said? I mean, he's a talented linebacker, but I mean, in my opinion, he's not a 3-down backer. I think he plays the first 2 downs because how can I say it? Well, one, he's not athletic. Mm-hmm. He's a thumper. Mm-hmm. He's a guy you want to stop the run.
Yeah,
pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing else on.
My thing about Reggie Ragland is the same thing that we talked about with Jack and Smith. It's all about placement. You know what I mean? Like if you're the Jets and you're looking for an interior linebacker to go along in your 3-4 system, Reggie Ragland gets a lot of value right there. You know what I mean? But if you look for an outside guy, you might be more likely to get a guy like Leonard Floyd, no debating. You know what I mean? It just depends on where you want him. Now, would I take Reggie Ragland as a middle linebacker in a 3-4 team? I mean, in a 4-3 team? No, because that's kind of all you got on the inside. You kind of want your middle linebacker to be a little more athletic. But in a 3-4, since you have other athletes on the field, you can afford to have Reggie Ragland like just causing disturbance in the middle while your other linebackers do the sideline to sideline running. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, so it just depends on the situation. I think a lot of guys are gonna pick Darren Lee over Ragland because Darren Lee is a little more athletic. Like if I was to look you in the face and be like, who would you much rather cover, Darren Sproles, Darren Lee or Reggie Ragland? You'll say Darren Lee every single time. And that's what it's gonna come down to. So, you know, just athletic ability, but versus the run, I take Ragland every time. Shouts out to UNC. Yeah. Shouts out to him. I just joined. Did you talk about corners yet? I ain't know we were supposed to be talking about corners. Nah, we ain't talking about
I
corners.
didn't either.
Nah, Nate, we haven't talked about corners yet. Do you think Reggie Ragland can develop his coverage abilities? Nah, because it's not his coverage
No.
abilities that he's lacking. It's his athleticism that he's lacking. He can cover, he just can't always get there. So, like he's instinctual enough to know what's going on around him. He just can't get there. That's Reggie's problem. So nah, I don't see him fixing his coverage issues. And it might be worse because the NFL is, wait for it, faster.
Yeah.
It's faster. So he might have a problem there. Man, damn it, bro. I had this damn list of notes pulled up, but y'all want to make it a Q&A? Let's do it. Let's answer y'all questions then. Would you take him if you were the Packers? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He stinks of Packer.
He said don't be a Vikings fan now. Don't do that. Can anyone else see Vernon Hargreaves playing both cornerback and a little bit of free safety like Matthew?
A little.
My thing
but
about
I think outside.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
My thing about Vernon is that his best attribute is man coverage. He can man cover his ass off. And if he plays free safety, you're taking him away from man coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want him to be as close to his receiver as possible. Just like the whole San Diego story came out. They was talking about if we draft Miles Jack, we'll play him at safety. You don't want to take Miles Jack away from the football. You want him as close to the football as you can and let him run. That's what you want Miles to do. If you put him at safety, you can take Miles Jack out of the play. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so you know, nah. Keep Hargraves at corner. Voch, if you think Eli Apple can be elite or a good corner, how many times do you think it will take? I don't understand your question, Jorge. Rewrite it and try again, bro. Do you think Vernon Hargreaves regressed as a junior despite his picks? I kind of watched the film as a bunch. You know, I didn't really I didn't need to watch Vernon Hargreaves year by year. I had to watch guys like Jalen Ramsey year by year. I had to do that in order to figure out where he was going to go. And Kyle, little brother, Kendall Fuller, I had to watch his year by year. But I just kind of watched all of Vernon games all together. I didn't really separate it year by year. So my thing about Vernon is he always got burnt by the big names. I put this question on Twitter
Exactly.
on Twitter and Facebook the other day. And I was like, who would you feel more comfortable covering? Covering Julio Jones? Would it be Vernon Hargreaves or William Jackson III? And it kind of made you think about it, right? Like if you had to put Vernon Hargreaves against somebody top receiver in the league today, you know what I'm saying? He'll struggle with a Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? He'll struggle with a Dez Bryant. I don't think Calvin Johnson retired because I ain't seen the damn press conference yet. With a guy like Calvin Johnson, Calvin gonna come back to the Patriots and just upset everybody. But I think Vernon will struggle against the big names. Now, if y'all want to be OG about it, let Vernon play slot. We always want to talk about his size. Let dude play slot. Now, if you're talking about drafting Hargreaves early, do you want to draft a slot corner that early? That's completely up to you and your GM. But shit, if you put Vernon Hargreaves as slot, man, he light that thing up, man. That's his best spot to me. What you think, Sid?
I completely agree. At the end of the day, I think that's going to be Vernon Hargreaves' superstar position, just slot corner. Because, I was high on Vernon Hargreaves from high school, but it was this one game that everybody needed to watch for verification. It was last year, Florida versus Alabama.
Yeah.
And Amari Cooper destroyed Vernon Hargreaves. And I mean, destroyed.
It was bad. It was
he
bad.
He went off for like 280 yards that game. I mean, he killed them. So, I mean, your smaller receivers, he'll probably do pretty well against, but your big physical guys and your guys who do really good route running, he'll struggle mightily against them early.
Yeah. Jay Murray said Coop slayed him. He damn sure did. He'll be like Brent Grimes. I wouldn't go as far as to say that. I like I like Brent Grimes. Brent cool with me.
Yeah, I actually do like Brent.
What's Kendall's best position in the league? He can play both, but I mean free safety maybe, but he's one of those both guys. Uh, let's say, please don't say it. It's hard enough that I live in Boston and I don't rep Boston teams. I don't need another parade in my city. He probably talking about Calvin Johnson to the to the
Double
Patriots.
parade in my city.
Um,
Damn.
I want to see Vern versus Edelman. Hey man, that'll be interesting. That's an interesting match, but I don't want to see Vern versus.
Yeah, it actually is.
I don't want to see Vern versus Dez though. All right, let me go back to my notepad. Yo, say what's all this nonsense? Jeff Fisher talking about Case Keenum is going to be his starter. What's that about?
Let me say this. How can you name a starter? And one, the draft hasn't even started yet. Okay,
can I cut you off?
Can
I cut you off and say
maybe.
this?
Go ahead, absolutely.
Let me say this. I don't want people to think that this is some kind of smokescreen thing. Like Jeff Fisher is retarded enough to start the season with Case Keenum. I don't want y'all to think that that's just some bull. Like Jeff is retarded enough to do it. Go ahead, Sid. That's all I had to say. Go ahead. Man. He'll do it. And he'll lose his season. He will risk his season to do things the right way. Well, I want this rookie to come in and earn his spot. Boy, he'll risk 5 wins to have damn Case Keenum starting. He'll do it. Go ahead, Sid.
Man, how does Jeff Fisher still have a job at this point, man? Jeff Fisher been in the Rams coach about 6 years now?
I think somebody lost a bet, bro. That's the only way I can. That's the only way I can understand it. Somebody lost a bet and they just got out of Jeff Fisher.
This guy has all the talent. He's had all the picks in the world, and he still can't get it right. I mean,
don't get it.
How many years this dude needed a wide receiver? Like 4.
Well, hey,
we still need one.
Said like anytime you go and spend resources on Nick Foles. Says a lot about you, man. Says a lot about you. I'll say this about Jeff Fisher though. They owe Nick Foles some money, and Jeff Fisher was bold enough to say, "Hey, bro, I know we kind of owe you money. We like paying you, but you can't start. We just gonna pay you on the bench."
I wouldn't be mad at that as a guy who doesn't play football, but thinking about it, it's kind of messed up. But Jeff Fisher, let me say this about Case Keenum. What he must pay a good Illuminati bill, man, because I don't get how he's starting, man, because he doesn't have anything that says, okay, this guy's a starting quarterback. Now, if you want to name him the starter for training camp, okay, I get it. Because you want to see if you draft a guy like a Paxton Lynch or whoever you decide to draft, okay, I get it. But to say this guy's going to be a starter and they'll say it's otherwise, I don't know about that.
Jeff Fisher better shut up. Man, I mean, I'm not buying it, bro. I mean, do you, some people have the I'm gonna call them St. Louis, the L.A. Rams. Some people have the L.A. Rams trading down to get one of these quarterbacks. How likely is that?
It's an option. I mean, it's not a very likely one because.
Said comment of the day. Diggy said Diggy said Jeff Fisher been 1 yard short for years. Damn.
Ow. Ooh. Hey.
What up, Titan fans? God damn.
Lombardi draft talk of the day. Joke. Boy, oh boy.
You want to know the bad part about it? Want to know the bad part about it, said? It was against the Rams. It was against the Rams.
It all comes full circle, don't it?
Goddamn, Carl Lewis. Oh man, shouts out to you, Diggy. You have the line of the day until somebody beats you. But Mason Lyon said, "Do you want Derrick Henry on the Cowboys?" Well, I wouldn't mind a guy like Derrick Henry on the Cowboys. Problem is, we just signed Alfred Morris, and he's very Derrick Henry like, and he'll be cheaper. So no, he won't be cheaper. I don't know. Let me see. Somebody calling me. Who is this? Am I calling me? I think Derrick Henry fits. Whoa, hello? Say it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you there. Okay, I don't know who the hell is it calling me. Yeah, man, Derrick Henry, he'll be a good fit for the Cowboys. I mean, I wouldn't go as far to say as let me say this. If we draft Derrick Henry, I don't think he starts. He'll be a situational guy. I'm not gonna ignore this. I'm a I'm a roast your ass in a minute. I just gotta get this thought out, Jadarius. He won't be the starter, but I can see him. I can see him being a decent rotation guy. And behind this offensive line, I mean, shit, he'll be fine. But I won't draft him because we just got a guy like we just got Alfred Morris. Now I would draft a guy like Tyler Irvin or Kenyon Drake. I'll draft one of those guys. But Derrick Henry, nah. Say, you there still, man?
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
Man, my phone is beeping. Can you hear that? Did you hear my phone beeping like that?
Nah.
Okay. I just want to let everybody in the comment section to know that when y'all see Jadarius making these comments and all this type of stuff, he's a fan. He's a groupie. You know what I'm saying? And I don't encourage none of y'all to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wants attention from me, right? And I don't want to give it to him, because when you give a little attention, they want more and they want more, and they keep expecting you to continuously give it to them, right? But I don't have the energy to keep up with them. Now, Jadarius, if you want an autograph, bro, just tell me you want an autograph and give me a mailing address and I'll send it to you. But let me finish my show, man.
Is this the Panthers fan?
That's the Panthers fan, yeah. the goddamn
okay.
the goddamn Panthers fan that look like everybody hates Chris. That dude.
Damn.
that dude that got the Norbit head but the Riley Cooper body. That dude. that guy.
Damn.
With the Walmart suit on. Tyler Perry movie extra. That guy. that dude. Come on, man. Damn fan.
What?
Where was that, man? Let me go to my damn no section, bro. Hey, man, you my dude, bro. That dude do look like Kanye West. Terrence, yeah, he look just like Kanye West, bro. How much do pre-draft visits actually affect the team selection? That's a good question. But I do think that's another reason for, smoke screens. If I wanted teams to think I was drafting a quarterback, I have all 4 quarterbacks in here on visits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll bring all of them in just to see. And draft Miles Jack. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody wants a quarterback or something like that, they can always just, hey, man, Dallas brought in Paxton Lynch and Goff and Wentz. They may be going quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, let me jump in front of them. Because really, bro, you can only draft like 5 to 15 people. like you're not drafting 60 people or 30 people. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of getting the feel for the guy. So whoever comes to visit your team, it's a chance that they're gonna be there, but it's a lot of smoke screen involved, and you probably better off just ignoring it and not even thinking about it. So, good question though.
And also, when you bring guys in, if they get picked, you want to have a backup plan, so you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket as well.
Absolutely. I just want to say this for those that are just tuning in. We've talked about draft day media and all that type of stuff, and I got real upset with the whole draft day media conversation. We talked about that, and we talked about comparisons and all type of shit. So, but hey, man, y'all can always go back and rewatch this. You know what I'm saying? For the parts that y'all missed out, y'all can always go back and rewatch this. How do I feel about John Gruden's quarterback camp? Watch this, y'all. I think that's the best media outlet for, like, John Gruden know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? I love John Gruden quarterback camp, right? That's a reality show too. But what I like about John Gruden is that he keeps his placement opinions to himself. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't do the whole this player's going here, this player's going there. He focuses on traits. You know what I mean? So if he brings Jared Goff into his to the quarterback camp, and I haven't watched him, but I'll watch him on YouTube at some point. When he brings Jared Goff in or whatever, he'll be like, "So, who's this kid here? That's me as a freshman. That's Jared Goff as a freshman. You look like you're 180 pounds, Jared Goff, right? Like he'll talk about these things that we're thinking, right? And he'll go, sheesh, Jared Goff, you had 12 sacks that game. Boy, that offensive line of yours is shitty, isn't it? Just to kind of bait him into saying some shit, right? So I love, you know what I'm saying? But, they either can or cannot say it. But it kind of gives you an idea of what the interview process goes like, right? And
Exactly.
that's
Yep.
that's what it does. Now, granted, I think it's a very condensed version of it or a dumbed down version of it, but that's what the interview process is like right there. Gruden's quarterback camp, and those drills that he do. That's as close as we get as private workouts. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go, all right, this is what I want you to do. I'm gonna line this kid up here. He's gonna go in motion. I want you to throw that, read that, boom, boom. We're gonna run the smash, high route, low route, boom, boom, boom. And I want you to repeat this. And he'll repeat it, play terminology, and they'll go through all that type of stuff. That's what it is. So I love Gruden's quarterback camp. What I don't love is Steve Mariucci's version of it that comes on the NFL Network. They just completely ripped that shit off, and I don't like it at all. Did you have something to say about?
I would love
go
to
ahead.
have I would love to have John's QB camp on HBO. I want to see an uncensored,
Let him cut. What the
Disney version.
What kind of shit is this, Goff? What do you do? Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Speaking of which, Segway Jones at it again. Matter of fact, let me answer this question. Voch, who do you think is the best fit for the Saints at 12? Best defender available, Nicholas. And do you see them passing on Lawson if he's there? No. It depends. If Lawson is there and he's the best defender there, they'll take him. But if like Hargraves is there and Lawson is there,
they're gonna run to get him that card.
They'll take Hargraves, right? Or if Bosa is there and Lawson is there, they'll take Bosa, right? So, but they're probably gonna go best defender available. Maybe Sheldon Rankins may be that guy. So look out. Speaking of which, said we forgot to get into this, man. The Rams gonna be on Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
So,
kind of hate that.
How that's gonna go? Are they?
Exactly.
Are the Rams interesting enough to have on Hard Knocks?
Well, I mean, I didn't think the Texans were going to be that interesting, but, I mean, they made it work. So I guess it's just an opinion of, do they have enough personalities to go around to be a Hard Knocks TV show? And I guess all eyes are going to be on whoever quarterback they're going to draft, because they're going to draft a quarterback. It's just a matter of when. Mm-hmm. And Todd Gurley, I mean, and Jeff Fisher and the move to LA as a whole. So there are storylines, but can you make it last for like 5-6 episodes? I think they'll make it work, but it's an interesting choice to say the least.
I just think it's going to be a lot of focus on moving to LA. You know what I'm saying? And I just
that's the big thing, yeah.
And I just don't see the whole football behind it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll tell you this though, if the Rams want to be interesting, if they go ahead and sign Greg Hardy and Johnny Manziel, Hard Knocks may have some. Hard Knocks may have some.
Cry tears of joy because they were like, "Thank you for giving us something."
Hey man, Hard Knocks. Hey, Argyle, he hasn't even got to pick Jadarius, and he isn't that experienced, and he is a year older than others. I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah, but yeah, man, Hard Knocks. You know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Free agency. Let me type this in for the notes, and we're gonna come back to that. Say, let me ask you something. If you're the New York Jets, right, mm-hmm. and you've been mediocre for a long time, and you finally get this quarterback situation right. You finally get this quarterback situation right. Like you finally got you a dude. He can get the ball out. Brandon Marshall likes him. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got something there with Bilal Powell. You know what I mean? Why won't they pay the guy? Because I don't think Fitzpatrick is being unreasonable. Fitzpatrick is going, bro, do y'all see what Sam Bradford getting paid? Do y'all see what Brock Osweiler getting paid? Do y'all see what Kirk Cousins getting
And
paid?
he got every right, though.
Look what I did for
But
y'all,
this
man.
is my thing. I mean, yeah, he put up the numbers, but they didn't really transition to wins. So if I'm sitting there as the GM of the Jets, yes, I mean, right now I'm probably still talking to Ryan Fitzpatrick because I highly doubt they waste their pick on a quarterback. I don't think they want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we negotiating with Fitz. Okay, in my opinion, a good number to pay him, maybe $15 million. I say a 1 year, $15 million deal. I think that's more than fair compared to for what he's done this past year. So I don't know what he wants. What he wants, like a $20 million deal? That's unreasonable.
Nah, he don't even want that. He just want like, I think he want like 15. But what they offered him, it wasn't even in double digits. Like they offered this man like less,
that's disrespectful.
like bro, like they offered this man less than 9, I believe I saw somewhere.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's as a quarterback in this league, you got to get at least double digits. Hell, Nick Foles making double digits.
And I was like, damn, bro, you trying to pay this man the same money that Chase Daniels getting paid? That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful, man. I don't know, man. And it's just crazy because if the Jets don't pay this dude, then they got to go back to Geno and Bryce. And I don't know if they feel that good.
And they don't want to do that.
I don't know if they feel that good about any of them. You know what I'm saying? So,
how much? Do anybody know how much Robert Griffin's contract is worth right now? It's like a 2-year deal with like $20 million. I think he getting double digits per year. I know it's kind of incentive hit. Well, I want to know what his base contract is.
For those of you in the comment section that have any idea what Robert Griffin is getting paid, you can feel free to let us know. He on a 2-year deal or something like that. Okay, so with that being said, do you think the Browns draft a quarterback at this point?
It wouldn't. I would see what I have in Robert, but at this point, I need to get that offensive line back straight because no matter who's gonna be quarterback back there, they ain't gonna survive very long because they lost 3 starters. Who loses 3 starters on the offensive line?
If Tunsil goes number 1, what do you do?
Tunsil goes 1. Whew. I think you gotta think about trading back and stockpile.
What if
somebody gonna want their quarterback?
What if the phone don't ring though?
Phone don't ring. It's too early for Ronnie Stanley. Ugh. I mean, at that point,
gotta go Ramsey, I guess, huh?
You gotta go Jalen. You gotta go Ramsey. Exactly.
That's
you
rough.
Gotta take the best player available.
That's rough. Browns going Browns.
Fuck to be the Browns.
Hey, look, it'd be funny if like all the other teams they get together and talk about it or whatever, and they go, "Hey, man, look, they not gonna draft a quarterback. Take Thompson first, and let's just not answer the phone, right?" And it's rough, man. It's rough. Damn, Daniel.
That's hysterical.
Because Lord knows, man, the safety is the last thing the Browns need.
Yeah, exactly. They don't need no safety.
Terrence Samuel says the Browns need to draft a whole new city. I mean, shit.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, shit. No touchdowns allowed. It's production. They need Alexander. He motherfucker talking about Mackenzie Alexander and defensive tackles in the goddamn comments. Okay, y'all keep talking about defense DBs now. What else we got? Let me go to my comment section. Do you think Johnny Manziel finds a home for us all over with?
I think so. I think somebody gonna take a chance on him.
I think he will, but he got to be dirt cheap though.
Dirt cheap. I mean, it's like maybe a 1 year, $2 million deal. I mean, and that's low. I mean, but that's the chance you got to take on a guy like that.
You ain't got no damn choice though. What about Greg Hardy? See him getting work soon? I see him getting work soon, but who though?
Exactly. I think this is the thing with Greg Hardy. People want him, but they are afraid of that PR storm that's going to come with it.
Yeah.
They want him bad, I believe. I think a team like before all the free agents and signings, I think a team like the Giants would do it. Maybe the Jets want to do it.
You want to know the bad part about
Miami,
it is
maybe.
The bad Miami's a good fit. The bad part about it is like people saying, bro, if it's anybody that can handle this Greg Hardy situation, it's Dallas. And Dallas kind of couldn't handle the Greg Hardy situation.
Exactly. And that's crazy.
I'll tell you what though, if you're the Cleveland Browns, you ain't got nothing else to lose. Do you
exactly? I mean,
do you take your shot at Greg Hardy? You ain't got nothing to lose, bro. Michael Sam,
if
no.
I'm the Browns, why not?
If you the Browns, bro, like I don't see why wouldn't you. Hey man, you immediately
He's
upgrade.
productive. I mean,
you immediately upgrade that pass rush, and Danny Shelton's in there. He ain't rushing no passer, but he's there, and I don't know. I guess then you can draft Ramsey and go from there. Hey man, it's options. You got options. Go Sprigg or Infetti at 33 if Tunsil is gone. 33. That's Cleveland. Okay, that's fair.
Kind of rich.
That's even if that's fair. Spriggs at 33. Spriggs ain't Tunsil. You know what I'm saying? And no. and if you look at the offensive lineman Cleveland just let go.
And they had a pretty good offensive line.
Cleveland had a damn good offensive line. It was just wasted. So I don't know. Anybody you can get to come to Cleveland, sign them. Greg never got in trouble in his college days. That's not true.
Yeah, that is not true.
That's not true.
He played at Ole Miss. I know he did.
He was a tyrant at Ole Miss. He started that when he got rich. Nah. Nah. We got Ely now. I love this show. Randy, we love that you love the show. Grab Ramsey. So many Ravens can cook him. Trash talk. He said the Browns need to draft Ramsey. So I guess they talking about Brashad Perriman. I guess gonna outrun him. Voch, what do you think about Gakau? I don't think of Gakau at all. Moving on.
Who is Gakau?
He's that project player that's been making noise in the streets as of late. Google him. NGAKOUE. I'm starting to stay away from these project guys, man. I because it seems like if we acknowledge them as like it's two ways you can go. People can either say you have potential or they can say that you're projects. Okay, players with potential turn into good players. Projects are wasted picks. You know what I mean? So.
Those are the guys on your practice squad.
That's Sean Oakman them. You know what I mean? I'm not. He's a project to me, dumb old Roy. What up, dumb old Roy? What's happening, bro? Hey, what's happening, dude? You should join my Facebook group, I think. I know that he went to Ole Miss, and I know their reputation, but when did he get into trouble? Skipping meetings. We talking about Greg Hardy, and I said, meetings and shit. You know what I'm saying? And being a disruptive team.
Put it like this, Greg, and then he got a big ego. I mean, the reason why he went in the third round is because I think he had an off-the-field incident, but he didn't interview well.
Yeah.
Because he had first-round talent.
Yeah.
I remember Greg Hardy when he was at Ole Miss. He had first-round talent, but he failed.
Yeah. Fair enough. Hold up. Give me 30 seconds. Let me go back to the comment. Voch, how you feel about that running back from Stanford? You talking about McCaffrey?
Yeah, you talking about Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah.
One of them gadget guys. I don't like him.
Thing about McCaffrey is, and this goes back to the production versus traits conversation, right? When you see his production, he looks like a top-tier running back. But when you line his traits up, he's Danny Woodhead. And I wouldn't draft Danny Woodhead in the first round, so.
Nope.
Hey man, I ain't hating on dude. I mean, it just kind of is. It just is. It just is what it is. Oh come on, that ain't nothing to assaulting a woman. Yeah, I agree, but it's still trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I like he still did his fair share of trouble as a teammate at Ole Miss as a player. Now, granted, he didn't get arrested or no shit like that. You know, he didn't I don't know, punch a cop in the face. He didn't stand on top of a table and say Ufka right in the upset or nothing like that. But
Shout out to James, man.
shout out to my boy James, who's been staying out of trouble. But yeah, man, it's just it just is what it is for Greg Hardy. I mean, somebody will get to him. I know this.
Somebody will get him. I think he's going to end up being Miami.
I know this is super off topic, but who's excited for Leonard Fournette? I'm trying not to get into next year's draft, but yeah, somebody will. But my whole thing. Hello, say it.
Yeah, yes sir.
Yeah. You was fading off. Thing about the whole running back situation. People love to say that they devalue the running back situation or the running back position. Wait till next year. It'll probably be the best running back class in the past decade. And all that we don't like running backs in the first round crap. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that works. Talk about Ryan Switzer. No. Saquon Barkley better than no. What's the earliest young? Yeah. How much time we got? I wasn't just cutting you off, Terrence, but I ain't want to go over hour 30 minutes, and I got I'm just trying to get these topics out. Could Willie Henry play defensive end? 4-3. He can, but I wouldn't. Talking about Willie Henry playing defensive end. He can, but I wouldn't. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the Patriots for a minute. Said about this whole Martellus Bennett situation, and Pot Roast just signed to the Patriots. Well, he ain't signed to him, but he announced that he's going to sign to him. So, unless he pulls a DeAndre Jordan, that looks pretty much signed up. Andrew Bailey, we lit. What up, boy? So. Damn it, said, what the hell the Patriots trying to do, man? What's going on, bro?
Trying to build a super team, apparently.
They trying to get Brady. They trying to get Brady one more run, man. Go ahead.
This can be scary because Martellus Bennett probably one of the most undervalued, underused tight ends in modern NFL history. This guy got all the talent in the world. And you give them to Tom Brady right next to Gronk, this dude's gonna put out some outstanding numbers, man. Because if you're gonna double Gronk, who's gonna cover Martellus? And if you want to just do that, I mean, they do got Julian Edelman out there, so
now,
it's a scary situation.
Let me ask you this, Sid. If you're the Patriots, let's just play a little bit of Patriots scenario, and they don't need us to play scenario for them at all.
No, sir.
What if the Patriots walk away with one of these big name receivers this year? They got rid of what's his face, Brandon LaFell, and they still kind of got Edelman doing his thing over on the other side or whatever. But what if they shimmy up? Because they got 2 seconds. What if they shimmy up and go get Treadwell or something like that?
I hate them. I hate them so much, man, because that's not fair.
Oh, no. It wouldn't be fair, bro.
That's what I hate about the Patriots. We sit here and we talk about today that Chandler Jones got traded to the Cardinals. We're like, oh, man, I think the Cardinals won that trade because, they got a premier pass rusher. Then they turn around and they signed Chris Long, like out of nowhere.
So they good at pass rush. Now, granted, Chris Long isn't a better pass rusher than
he's a hell of a stopgap.
Damn it, Chandler Jones. But when you think about what makes the Patriots good, you want to keep Tom Brady upright. That's what you want.
Yep.
You want to keep Tom Brady upright. So getting the guard. What's the guard name, bro? What's the kid's name?
Which one?
The guard that they got from Arizona. Damn it. Anyway, they got a guy that they can start at guard that's better than the current guard that they have. So that's an upgrade. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Then you got 2 more seconds. You can kind of do what you want to do with that. And I think whatever move it takes to keep Tom Brady upright or giving time, Jonathan Cooper, he will start for the Patriots. Jonathan Cooper will start for the Patriots. And you, bro, it's like every time you want to doubt New England, every time you want to doubt them, they always pull it out. They always pull it out.
Like
watch Chris Long have 20 sacks this year. Watch him do it.
Yeah,
I can't explain it. Just watch him.
And they got that Wilfork type player and pot roast clock in the middle again.
Like, bruh, the Patriots gonna mess around and draft Ryan Kelly in the second, and they're probably gonna get the best receiver available, and Tom gonna have a field day. And they're just going to keep winning. Martellus, Julian, Rob, they're going to keep winning. And it sucks.
Patriots going to Patriot, man.
Patriots going to Patriot. And they not going to stop patrioting until Tom Brady retires.
Tom leaves.
Until Tom gone. Now, bruh, the NFL going to look so funny when Tom Brady gone, but damn it, when he gone, I think Belichick gone too.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Oh man,
that's just it's gonna be sad with Jughead gone, but when Tom leave, I might cry.
Thing about Jughead though is Jughead barely made it through this season. Tom Brady looked like the GOAT last year. You know what I mean?
He still look like MVP.
He still look like Brady going Brady. You know what I mean? And that's the bad part, man. Brady looked like he got 3 more years of this.
Shit, he look like he got about 5.
Man, yo, Voch, if the Patriots get Kenneth Dixon, it's over. Let me tell you something. If the Patriots get goddamn Kenyon Drake, it's over. That's one of those.
Yep.
That's one of those guys. You were like Kenyon Drake. Why New England get them? And they gonna run that double. Look, this is what the Patriots can do, right? The Patriots can run a 22 set, right? 22, two tight ends, 2 running backs, right? They can run Gronk and Martellus, and they can run Dion Lewis and Kenyon Drake. Do you really need a receiver? Do you need a receiver?
Nope.
And just put Edelman in, and just put Edelman on the outside with just whoever. Like, just
hey man, I know how you feel.
What if they still had Moss? Man, you know, I don't know where Moss skills at, but I can give you a more modern comparison. If they got Calvin Johnson, if New England got Calvin Johnson, I'm not watching football this year.
No, sir.
Nigga, that's it.
Because that's not fair. That you can lock that one up.
I ain't watching no primetime games, bro. I ain't doing nothing. Because the last time Tom Brady actually had a good receiver, he threw for 55 yards. Or he threw for 50 yards, yeah. 50 touchdowns. He broke all the records. Man, forget
just get
the
upset
Patriots.
though and listening to this.
Man, forget the Patriots. Man, look, it's 123. It's not 123. It's we had 1 hour and 23 minutes. I'm gonna leave the rest of this podcast up to the comment section. So comments, if y'all have any questions y'all would like for us to answer, we're gonna answer questions until 1 hour and 30, and we're gonna get out of here. Which roster is stronger right now, Jacksonville or Oakland? I'll tell you what, said last year we were talking about those 2 teams making a leap, and they didn't really make that leap, but they showed that progress we were looking for. Jacksonville and Oakland gonna make the noise next year. They gonna make the noise.
I agree, but if I had to pick one right now, I'm taking Oakland.
I like Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville. Blake
I respect that. Yeah, I understand.
Blake Bortles just quietly threw for 4,000 yards last year, right? And Alan Hearns and Allen Robinson, Allen and Allen Law Firm and shit, they look dynamic as a whole. Then you add Chris Ivory to that conversation, put him in a committee situation with TJ Yeldon, and they already doing what they doing on
And you get Dante Fowler back.
And they get Fowler back. Gus Bradley gonna have the defense. That defense was already making strides, bro. Oh man, I picked Jacksonville, but I respect you for picking Oakland as well, though. Who would be better in 5 years, Omari or Odell Beckham? Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham.
Yeah, that's easy. Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham. Better pressure player, Rankins or Billings?
I think Billings.
Billings gives more pressure, but I'll say Rankins gives a lot more solid technique. You know what I'm saying? But Billings is disruptive and he is a headache. So, who the hell asked this Odell Beckham Cooper question? Who the hell asked that? Mason Lyon, cut that shit out, man. Cut that shit out. If Baltimore gets Jack, I don't see it happen, but I will finish your question. No. If Baltimore gets Jack, I'll be both hype as shit to see him play 2 a year, but scared as fuck for his potential. All right, Bailey, I got you. Fuck Odell. Okay. Fuck Odell. Who is this? Hey, guess who said fuck Odell? The Panthers fan. Odell was picking on Josh Norman, dog. Yeah, I see why. I see why he said that. Ugbo or Calhoun? Me and Sad are about to disagree. I think Calhoun is a more consistent pass rusher. I don't like Calhoun against the run as much. I like Ugbo against the run, but he's inconsistent altogether.
I pick Calhoun, actually.
I'll pick Calhoun and let him rush the passer.
Because he's more seasoned, being in that Mark D'Antonio system. So I pick Calhoun.
Yeah, I agree. Odell Beckham is immature. He can play though.
Exactly.
He can play. Will the Colts win the division?
No.
Hey man, contrary to popular belief, when y'all listen to the media, they will tell you the Colts may look like the favorite. Jacksonville ain't no bitch. Houston went to the playoffs with Brian Hoyer and Alfred Blue. Houston ain't no bitch.
And Brandon Whedon.
Houston ain't no bitch. I do not think the Colts win the division. So, save Andrew Luck 2016. I agree. I do think the Colts are gonna have a lot of building to do that the Jaguars have been doing. And the thing about the Colts is this is the funny part. The Colts kind of got to pay Andrew Luck $30 million coming up. And the Colts really ain't got all the cap space in the world to be dealing with other people whose name ain't Andrew Luck. Jacksonville got a lot of cap space. And after they signed Blake Bortles, they still got cap space to deal with. So Colts better do something. Andrew Luck either better not sign that contract or he better do something. Voch, who do you have winning the AFC West? It'll be the Raiders or the Chiefs.
I say the Chiefs right now.
Yeah, Chiefs are more.
Shout out to everybody in Kansas City, man.
Yeah, shouts out to them.
They got some great barbecue.
I never been.
Shout out to Gate. One of the greatest barbecue places ever.
I never been. Yeah, I'll say Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are more put together right now, but the Raiders will make the playoffs. I will say that. Who wins the AFC North? Say Ravens, please. I can't promise that. Cause
I can't promise that either.
Cause Cincinnati Bengals,
they got the Bengals though.
The Cincinnati Bengals are there, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are there too.
Right.
So it kind of depends, man. It depends on if Pittsburgh can stay healthy. We saw a lot of what was I gonna say? We saw a lot from Marcus Whedon last year. That when not Antonio, but Martavis, when Martavis wasn't around, Marcus Whedon was serviceable. So
Yeah, and he ain't gonna be around this year either.
He sure ain't. So I don't know, but I bet he gonna be on that team next year. Say, what do you feel about Eric Murray? I'm assuming they're talking about the kid from Minnesota.
Eric Murray,
Yeah.
Minnesota. Oh, the safety or the corner?
The DB, yeah, DB Eric Murray, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can't sit here and say I know a lot about him. I mean, being a Minnesota Vikings fan, you kind of hear about the University of Minnesota players a little bit, but I haven't watched no tape on him.
I mean, he's cool. I mean, he all right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's just a guy. I don't have a defined opinion on him. We're gonna give y'all 5 more minutes because I started 5 minutes late. Talk about Quinshad Davis. Nah.
I like Quinshad, man. That's from a kid from North Carolina.
Yeah,
he's a big guy, but he got a lot of problems.
Yeah, he likes to guess wrong, and he likes to grab people. He's a real grabby dude. So
can't do that in the NFL.
Can't do that, bro. Let's see. Say who wins the South this year? The NFC South. Who wins that?
The NFC South.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Panthers still.
Yeah, I agree. Panthers win the South. Somebody said, Ravens winning the division. We swept Pittsburgh easy. Hey, bro, that was last year.
Pittsburgh was hurt.
Hey, bro, that was last year. Now, granted, the Ravens won't be bad because, the Ravens were hurt too. But, Ravens under 500. I think the Ravens will be over 500. I think the Ravens they're
over. Yeah,
they're going to be in a close race in the division. But I think it's going to come down to shootouts and defense. And people talk crazy about Cincinnati. Cincinnati can put points on the board, and they can play defense. Pittsburgh can put Pittsburgh can put more points on the board, and that compensates for their lack of defense, or that or not being as good as the Bengals are on defense. And if you feel comfortable with Joe Flacco, putting the ball up to Brashad Perriman, and ain't Mike Wallace a Raven now?
Yeah, fuck Mike Wallace.
If you feel good with them 9 routes, shouts out to y'all. So, I mean, it just depends on what the Ravens do on offense. Who wins the AFC North? AFC, I got to think about it. Who the hell? Oh, we just talked about that. Who the hell is the AFC North? Voch, would you rather have Wentz and Goff or Winston and Mariota? I won't answer that question, but I'll give you my rankings as Winston number 1, Goff number 2, Winston number 1, Goff number 2, Carson Wentz number 3, Marcus Mariota number 4. That's my ranking. So I won't say who I'd rather have because what team needs 2 quarterbacks, but
exactly.
But that's my rank. I do think Winston is the best out of those 4 teams. The healthy Steelers could be an unbelievable team. Yeah, they could be a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, that's a Super Bowl contender, man.
in Ben we trust. NFC North. Say it. I'm gonna let you run the
easy.
I'm gonna let you run that
Vikings.
first. I'm gonna let you run that first. Vikings. Then who?
Vikings. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go with the Packers. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Detroit's going to be the 4th team, and I think Chicago's going to be 3.
I co-sign that. My whole thing about the Vikings is I think y'all had something special when y'all gave AP breaks. You know what I mean? When y'all switched it up with McKinnon every now and then, I liked what that did for the offense. You know, it kind of kept the
I
defense.
did too. It made it just it made it a whole lot different.
Kept,
and to be honest, I mean, ain't no telling where we could have been last year. We was a field goal away from beating the Seahawks.
Boo.
I'm still hurt by that game.
Blair Walsh let Nas down, bro.
Boy, I haven't been that heartbroken since the Saints beat us to go to the Super Bowl.
My man Juice say, yo, said you do know Jordy Nelson coming back this year.
That's fair. I mean, hey.
I like the Vikings DBs though, man. I like the Vikings defense altogether.
Yeah.
Thing about it is,
of course, I mean,
this is what people not really seeing altogether, and y'all might be saying. I'm just saying, the Packers are not a good team. Aaron Rodgers is just outstanding. I don't have faith in the Packers offensive line, and the Packers defense ain't that great. But Aaron Rodgers just kind of made things shake a little bit, right? But on the flip side, if you look at the Vikings, they're damn near a complete team. They're a complete team. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got everything. You know what I mean? Now, I would like for Teddy Bridgewater to be a lot more aggressive, but that come with time. You know what I'm saying? And
hey, that's everybody's thing. Everybody wants Teddy to be more aggressive this year, but hell, how can he be aggressive when his receivers can't really get open except Stephon Diggs?
There you go. So, we'll see. We'll see. Vikings are missing a pass attack. They're missing a dynamic pass attack.
Exactly, a dynamic. We got a pass attack. It just ain't dynamic.
The Vikings are goddamn paper cut your ass, but they ain't got no slices. You know what I mean?
True, I get it. That's very fair. And I want to see what Trey Waynes do this year. He did outstanding when he got his chances too.
He did all right. He was cool. I wouldn't say outstanding. He was cool.
Yeah, he was outstanding, man.
Marcus Peters was outstanding. He was cool.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Marcus Peters was damn outstanding. And look, I said the same thing too, bro. I was like, bro, Byron Jones was outstanding last year. Byron Jones shut down Gronk, but yeah, Marcus Peters kind of, he kind of picking on Demaryius Thomas out here. Marcus Peters kind of out here hoeing Cooper a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So
true.
Marcus Peters out here whooping ass on Keenan Allen or whatever. So, I really got to watch the outstanding word, but man, let's see. Hey, and that's our time. So, hey man, thanks everybody for tuning in. Sid, this was fun, right? This was fun.
Yeah, man, it was fun, man.
Nobody called in. LOL. He tried to get away with outstanding. Hey, man, that's his team, bro. You probably think who on the Giants is outstanding? You probably Odell.
Exactly.
Odell Beckham is outstanding, but besides Odell
Beckham,
okay,
yeah, Odell.
You probably thought Rashad Jennings was outstanding. I don't know. Whatever. Whoa. The Packers had a bunch of injuries on the offensive line, okay? I just said their offensive line was bad. I ain't got nothing to do with their health. I think they starting offensive line ain't that good.
I mean, as a Vikings fan, I will say the Packers offensive line, it's above average. It's good.
Let me say this. And this goes all the way back to the Tunsil Titans thing, right? There are not a lot of good offensive lines in the league in general. Like,
true.
Like when people look at Dallas, and like we'll have like a 4th and 1 or whatever, and we can't get it, and somebody come out and say, this your best offensive line in the league. This the best offensive line in the league. Well, how many offensive lines can really make that play? There's not a lot of good offensive lines in the league. It's like 4. And I ain't really confident in naming all of them. Like, I know like Cincinnati got a pretty good offensive line. I know
Dallas.
Cleveland had one. Arizona got a pretty solid offensive line. But besides that, it ain't a lot of great old lines in the league, man. And that even adds to my Tunsil argument. Take that dude number 1, man. And
Cincinnati got a pretty good decent one.
Cincinnati got they line so good they can draft linemen and sit them. they can draft guys and sit them. But anyway, though, we wrapping this show up. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Everybody that came through on the Twitter and the Facebook and the YouTube comments. Shouts out to my man Ali for tuning in. For commenting through Snapchat and all that. Jess had a good line too. What was I saying? Yeah, okay, cool. If you look on the screen in the top left corner at Voch Lombardi, that's my everything. That's my Instagram. That's my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, man. I'm trying to build that thing up. My Twitter and that's my Facebook. That's everything. That's Voch Lombardi. Join my Facebook group, Lombardi's Draft Talk. It's good stuff. Also, follow Said. His Twitter handle is in the bottom right corner right there. It's at SaidB22. He said he fresh. Follow him. And hey man, that'll be y'all. Jay Murray, we lit. We in here. Shouts out to Randy Laguri. Shouts out to Kareem. Shouts out to Terrence. Shouts out to Jadarius weak ass. Shouts out to Mason Lyon. Shouts out to my boy Diggy. Shouts out to Andrew Bailey. Shouts out Argil. Shouts out okay, that's all. Shouts out all y'all, man. Shouts out to everybody for coming through, man. We lit. Shout me out, Voch. I did, nigga. Terrence Samuel, shout out to you again. God damn. All right, man. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, man. Be cool. Tune in next time. I got videos coming.